Y'all don't understand how bad I've wanted to go up that mountain for like ever since I was in high school. So I'm finna do that. Ladies and gentlemen, there she is. And I'm going. So a wee bit windy, sorry if you can't really hear me, but it's a good thing I found this little picnic area, because if not, I was gonna have to stop. Well, my original plan was to start miles away, okay? And I'm glad I didn't do that, because I would have to basically cross this whole other like mountain range. There's two ranges right here, and I would just drove through this little canyon. Where I'm trying to go is that way, so I would have to walk all the way up through this, descend somewhere around in here, and then kind of like, it's still a really, really far hike to get to where I want to go, but this is pretty sweet. And boy, is it a little chilly out here, and it's windy as shit. It's gonna be epic. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys a quick loadout of what I brought. My little day pack, very snazzy, very snazzy. My bladder is in there. I brought like some microphones so I can record and not have the wind, be blowing everywhere. I did bring a headlamp because I thought I was gonna be out here earlier, but that didn't really happen. I got a tripod. I got trekking poles in the back. And then, what else we got in here? Yeah, let me take out these mics. So my microphones. And then I got like tape and a utility knife in here. And then just some basic sunglasses, which I'm sure will come in handy eventually. And then as far as clothes go, pants from H&M, pants from H&M. As you can see, these have been through some journeys. I hemmed them up not too long ago. Still testing out the Gore-Tex Vans. These things are sick. It's like wearing a Vans shoe, but it's a hiking boot, and they're waterproof. Beanie, because it's kind of windy. This jacket that I was gifted. And then I got 3 layers on. This is my top. My mid layers is a little Columbia thermal I got Ross, and then just a basic nylon shirt that I always wear to work. So we'll see how this goes. I did bring my little Patagonia jacket. Shouts out to the boy. I stole that from him. But I just maybe thought it would rain over here, because sometimes it gets a little misty, but it doesn't look like I have to even worry about that. Sun's coming up. I'm yapping too much, and I need to start going. I got to figure out how the hell I'm going to get up the side of it, because this is just a cliff. So there is a bit of a road, which is kind of cool, but it's closed off right now. So I might just use that, go up, and then we'll see where that leads, I guess. All right, we are on our merry way. And like I said, there's not much of a trail in the beginning, but we'll get up to a point where there'll kind of be one. I did see some like cows or something, which is interesting, because I don't know, I guess cows are free to roam in the forest, right? Why not? It was kind of interesting though, because I thought it was more like a private land thing. I don't know how the land system works in the U.S. I will say this though, from hiking in Air Forces to hiking in actual boots is night and day. My God, I am just going right up the side of that. in the goddamn Air Forces, I'd be slipping down that mountain. I mean, the mountain, just a hillside. All right, so going up there. That's where we're going. I'm just gonna go straight. Fuck it. I don't really know. I planned a totally different route in my head when I originally planned to do this, and yeah, altitude's already kicking my ass. Kind of crazy. It's like an abandoned little ranch or something. Looks like there are stables and stuff. Not no more. Ooh, but there is a fence. I just realized that all the way along this. This is gonna be interesting. We'll see how this works. But here's a bit of a development. Apparently, this is private property. I don't know why on my map. So I have a map that shows you where public and private land is, and this is supposed to be a national forest, but apparently someone owns it. There's a bunch of cows that I just ran into up here. You can probably see a few of them. There's one. She stood up as soon as I got near. Cows are pretty cool. But yeah, I'm just gonna drive up the ways. Apparently there's more of like an actual area you can kind of just walk along. And then from there I'll just make my own trail. But the car's all the way back that way. We made it a good ways up, but not that good. We're trying to reach a peak. I really was just thinking, like, do I just go over that fence and see, like, if I can even see Breckenridge from here? But I ain't trying to get popped, all right? That'd be the stupidest thing I could possibly do. It's someone's land. Let's just say they're trying to fix the fence or something. I've watched enough Yellowstone to know where that goes. Last thing I needed is a Rip to come down here and rip a new one, See, and this is what's tripping me out. This is the Sequoia National Forest, right? They got all this stuff. You can fill this stuff out. It's closed off. And like I said, it's all fenced off. It says that they're doing research up here, but what does the research involve? Cows roaming along the hillsides? I mean, like, eh. All right, we found a spot, and by golly, is it a spot? There's a trail that will lead me up there that I can kind of follow too. So that's gonna be a lot nicer than just winging it. And I can actually test out my trekking poles. So shout out to my sister because she was the one that got me these. I've been dying to use them. Back when I was a Boy Scout, everyone had these, and I just never really asked for them because I thought they're kind of lame. But the older I get, the more I realize your knees really need stuff like this. So let's test them out. My next investment might be like a proper camera mount because it's kind of hard to walk with this thing and with these. This isn't the smoothest freaking whatchamacallit tripod. It's definitely a little bulky, but it'll get the job done. It's definitely not ideal for doing stuff like this stuff. And already these damn poles are making a world of difference. Shout out to my sister for getting me these. I did not expect this for Christmas. God tier Christmas gift right here. God tier. All right. The ascent starts now. I'll see you guys up there. Uh-oh. A bit of a bouldering problem. Not really, we could totally go around this, but where's the fun in that? Call me Alex. Hold on, Alex. You got some competition. Not really, this is very much just a little slight incline walk up. I'm so out of breath right now, and I'm loving it. All right. There's a lot of stinging nettle out here too. I've already hit it a couple times, but it reminds me of my childhood, so it's a good kind of pain. It's a good kind of pain. All right, here we go. I gotta lock in for this. There's definitely easier ways to go up this, but what's not a little fun, huh? We're midway on this little thing. Bro, I'm so gassed. I need to start hitting more cardio. We're just doing this more, because ultimately this will build up my VO2 quicker than just doing some cardio. But this is sick. Can't really ascend from the area that I'm at. I can only go up actually, because something I learned about California rock is it's very unstable. Literally pieces of that stuff are crumbling as I was climbing up it. I'm standing on a pretty good one right now, but some of these things just flake off and fall, so we gotta be careful. It's kind of hard to do this with this big ass tripod and these sticks, but we'll get up there. Not that much. By no means am I an expert climber, but going up this little side, there's a hold right here and it felt so good. I had my hand in it, and then next thing you know, I'm pulling on it and it pops off as I'm pulling up. So yeah, don't do this at home. Don't even do this. This is really stupid. I could have gone around this, but at the same time, it's like, hey, I'm already here. I might as well just do it. I understand why people say like California climbing is not the best. Your chances of dying are probably way higher just because of how crappy this rock is. Some of it looks like a solid rock. You grab it and it just melts in your hand. But yeah, check that out. We did it. There's like a whole gang of hikers that just came out of nowhere and started going up that little trail over there, which is pretty cool. But we're going up here. I don't even know which way Breckenridge is. There's no signal. So I've kind of just turned this into just a free solo hike. Why not? Why not, eh? Let's keep going up. About midway up, and took off the sweater because I was just getting wet. I don't want to get soaking, sweating wet. So the second I feel moisture on my body, that thing's coming off. I see some snow off in the distance, so maybe we head that way. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, I'm cooling off right now. Like I said, I'm not trying to get soaking wet and have a drenched shirt. But yeah, this is so far pretty fun. Honestly, I'm enjoying just sitting here a lot more than I thought I was going to. I thought it'd be like a huge race to get up to the top, but each level you go up, it's a different little perspective. As cliche as it sounds, but it's pretty nice. Loki, I think I might take a nap when I get up there, so we'll see. Well, in my usual fashion, I underestimate everything. It has been a minute. The sun is now peaking, but golly, trekking poles are the ice picks of freaking just normal. I never realized how clutch they were. There are some parts where I literally can't even stand, and I'm just using the poles to pull myself up. They are freaking sick, okay? Great arm workout, too. Great arm workout. But yeah, I'm just taking a little breather. Like I said, I'm not trying to get too sweaty, but I'm almost there. It's right there. Check this shit out, guys. Holy shit. That is... You can see more people are starting to come out here. I didn't know that there's like trails around here. That's pretty cool. I just made my own. But yeah, I'm chilling out on this rock right now. Super sketchy. It looks like it could crumble apart at any minute. but we're almost there. We're right there. All right, I decided to take a little break, took off my boots and just kind of let my feet air out. Don't want to get sweaty and get blisters, but just chilling out on this rock, dude. Sick ass rock. That's my view. Hell yeah. We are so close. We are just right there. I failed to mention that I'm a little hungover. So this is definitely taking a toll on the body. I'm starting to feel pretty weak. All the energy I had, just gone. I ate a little bit too, but whew, I can't wait to go get something to eat after this. Without these though, God, I gotta give my sister a hug. I was gonna do this without these. I don't think it was possible. Like, you guys can't see it really, but it is literally like, it doesn't, the camera doesn't do it justice. The slope, like you just slide, like look at these slide marks, this ground, your feet just sink and slide. So these things are literally carrying me, my big ass up the mountain. I don't even know what brand this is or what. She got them off Amazon. And yeah, they're freaking legit. We are so close to the end here. Not that I really want it to end because I mean, wowzers. Imagine having a house up here. But the summit is right there, the peak of my little hike. That's where I'm gonna end it. Kind of took me a lot longer to climb up the side of that. It's funny because right here, I could have just walked all the way up here. But where's the fun in that? You know what I mean? Honestly, I did panic a little bit at some parts down there because it genuinely was like it felt like I was hanging off the side of a cliff. And these things are the only thing just, reactivated a little bit of my shoulder injury though, but honestly, who cares? It was worth it. Yeah, I'm gonna get a shot from up there and then I'm gonna just go down and get something to eat because I am hungry and I need some actual water with electrolytes. I was getting a cramp in my leg, but yeah, guys, let's get up there. Final stretch. Yeah, totally worth it. Oh my God, I am exhausted though. I will say that. I am tired. Well, all that's left now to do is just slowly start our descent down and just enjoy the rest of it. Next time, I'll definitely take the easier route, but I would like to go up there next. Yo, this is so kick-ass. But I just want to take a quick second just to talk about, like, if there's any dudes or young men, really anyone that struggles with mental health issues, it doesn't have to be just guys. I feel like for guys, it's a lot harder because we don't really talk a lot of the time with each other. No dude really shares their feelings. I mean, unless you got, like, a decent friend group that is pretty close, and maybe you do. But a lot of times, guys have a hard time, I think, making friends and doing stuff, and being alone sometimes can be kind of hard. And I'm not going to sit here and claim that I have the best mental health, but I will say, doing hard shit like this, like, I'm not going to lie, I freaked out up towards the top of that because it was literally just a jagged edge that I was hanging on to. I was kind of freaking out. I couldn't record any of it. I wish I could have. I really regret trading in my GoPro, but trusting myself and having like that trust with myself is like the most rewarding thing ever. Like, I don't know how to explain that. You just kind of got to go do it for yourself. You know what I mean? That's why I like the gym and just, finding a good hobby, not sitting down and wasting time playing a video game. Okay. Yes, I get you get the dopamine rush from doing that stuff, but in reality, unless you're like streaming or something, which actually, that's commendable, but doing stuff like this, man, your body literally craves it at times. Like, if you get the itch and you're thinking like, oh man, I want to go do that, and then you never end up doing it, it's like, bro, your body is telling you, so like, we are a part of all this. This land, this is your birthright. You know what I mean? Like, this is what life is about, man. As cliche as it might sound, I just want to talk about, just having good mental health will get you so far in life. And, with the whole friend thing too. Sometimes, you might have a ton of friends, but they're not all to be on the same page with you. So they might not want to do stuff like this. Find something that's good for not only your mind, but your body. And let that, just guide you. Because you learn and gain so much, about yourself. You learn so much about yourself. And obviously, overall, you're just taking care of your body and health. You know what I mean? Your body's a temple. And, like, look at this. Look at this. It's gorgeous. Crazy, the only critter I've seen on this entire trip is that squirrel. Wild. There was definitely like a little bit of the fear of mountain lions too. The whole time I was thinking like, dude, one of those things just pounced on me, I am cooked. I got no defense. I guess I got these sticks, but I don't really know if a 60-pound mountain lion cares about getting whacked with a stick versus getting a meal. So, I don't know. Bit of a risky play. Man, this camera doesn't do any of these angles justice, but yeah, this is just a steeper way of going down. I can't believe I climbed the side of that. Now that I'm looking at it, holy crap. What was I thinking? And there's like a literal trail right there. I could have just happily walked along. But hey, yeah, so we're gonna walk down this. There's like a nice way, but it takes me like all the way over there. This is close to the car, so hopefully this shaves off some time, and hopefully I don't get stuck. That's pretty sweet. Had to take a break because my leg is cramping up, which is no bueno. Also, these boots are amazing for going up, but going down, they kind of hurt my feet. Well, not my feet, my toes. But I think that's kind of going to be, you know, with a hill this steep, it doesn't really matter what kind of shoe you got on. It's going to hurt a little. We are getting there. So close. Ouch. Oh. I'm going to tear a hole in the butt of these pants. That is the third time I've literally just slipped going down this. I should have gone the other way in hindsight. It's not that this is even steep. It's just the ground is so damn loose. I cannot get my footing right. I'm just slipping all over the place. The ground literally is just breaking apart. I might have to go over there. That might be the smart idea because this kind of just goes down. Don't want to slip and fall down that way. This, at least there's like some ledges and stuff to catch me, but by the gods, this is gonna take a little more calculating. And I'm getting tired. My brain is not working the best. Honestly, it's funny. Like I said, I had all that energy going up. I was kind of like panicking. Going down, it's like, shit, if I fall down. I understand why they say like descending from like, you know, expeditions or going up these shits is like more dangerous than going up. Because usually going up, you're all fueled up, but then coming back, you're like, damn. At least gravity kind of helps you move. But geez. Had to give the dogs a bit of a rest because my God, my feet were killing me. Let's let my socks dry out a little bit. I'll just chill here for a couple minutes. Vibe. Contemplate on my existence. You know, mysterious aura shit. I couldn't think of anything else cool to say. But I am craving some buffalo wings. Not buffalo wings, lemon pepper. That's my shit. Dude, I can't get them unless they fly around here. But there's like all these adorable ass like little birds. And they're like super small. They're not like sparrows. I don't know what they are, if they're babies or what. But they remind me of my wife. How dainty and teeny she is. And then look right there. That's my sister. All right. Gotta keep going. We're almost there, actually. I can kind of see the road, I think. No, actually, I can't. Bit of an inconvenience, but we made it down. Almost there. It's like right there. Majestic hawk flying away. Anyways, we made it. I have no clue which way I went up. I just remember, like, I heard a guy over there, so I was like, I'm gonna avoid into any type of interaction. Don't hit me with no morning. Nah. Yeah, I guess I just got out and started walking. I didn't realize how far I parked from that little area either. I came down a completely different side, so I had to walk quite a ways to get to my car, but yup. Time to get some food.